BayRadio International on a Friday. It's been a while since we've had a chat and things to do in the final hour of the programme, but given that it is Rosie's birthday this weekend, we thought we might do something special. By the way, the gin blossoms there.
I'm in heaven right now.
Yes, and I'm pleased to welcome to the BayRadio studio Álvaro Pérez. Hello, pleased to meet you.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
We've been hearing a lot about your distillery, Clandestilería, on BayRadio. We've been playing the adverts, but we couldn't wait for today for you to bring in some of the products for us to try. And it's the whole process is very interesting, isn't it?
For example, the name of the company, the Clandestilería. This is because our beginnings, we start in a garage in the middle of the forest, like a big company, but
yeah,
not today.
So how old were you? Did you have a passion for gin at a young age then? You were just telling me about your nights out drinking it out the tubo glasses.
Well, my passion starts when I was young, and I started to work in a cocktail bar. I started to work with different gins and other spirits, but mainly gins, and see the combination and the difference between all of them, and the way the botanical they used to be produced and everything. And then it starts there. But years ago, I met some guys and start to talk about the possibility to create our own gin.
Why was it that you and your partner, Javier, decided on gin and not another type of alcoholic drink?
Well, the gin, the particularity is the time you have to spend to create the gin is less than, for example, the aged spirits like whiskey or rum, because, for example, the whiskey you have to spend 3 years in the barrel to have a minimum whiskey. So you had to have an early response of the consumers. Gin is a better choice.
In the traditional way, you use copper, and there's a reason for copper?
Well, the reason for copper is because the way it works and the chemical properties that introduced during the process to the gin to clean the spirit, it helps and is better than other materials that, for example, steel or another alloys.
And what goes to make gin? What are the basic ingredients?
Okay, the basic ingredient, the main botanical is juniper. If you only use juniper, you can call it gin, but perhaps it's so strong than that you usually know. The thing is, for example, we use more than 13 botanicals, but the main ones or the botanicals that make the difference are botanical from the Valencian surroundings, okay?
So you use all local product?
The main ones. The common ones, it doesn't matter because we think we only use the highest quality, but not from the surrounding. But the big ones,
the things that make a difference.
Yes, high quality and also the surroundings.
Because it's interesting. We were reading on the website. It's a London dry gin, which I always assumed had its origins and was from London, but that's not the case, is it? The style is London gin.
Yeah, you have to accomplish some requirements during the process. London style is perhaps the purest way to produce the gin.
Right.
What are the specific influences that you've brought to your own gins, like your Mediterranean influence, perhaps?
Yeah. For example, our gin, even it's a classic gin because it's so dry, have so Mediterranean influences overall the citrus part, and also perhaps we use some like sweet orange peel and also lemon peel, that is the citrus influence, and also both two botanicals more that are not common to use at least in the gin.
And you've got them here, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, here, yeah. Let me check. Where are? Yes. Well, we use the bitter almond.
Okay.
That is not common to use in the gin.
It's not what you would get from any other particular area, but from Spain, I guess.
Yeah,
This
is from Almudaina. And also the cantueso, that is a kind of Savage lavender that grows in the south of the Valencian community, the Elche, Alicante, this part, and it's a digestive infusion also. It's good.
So is this something that you and Javier had to go to learn about? Did you have to study how the process is, and are there qualifications even?
that will be the right way.
I like to think of him in his garage in the forest with the gin moonshine on the go.
Exactly. When we start to produce gin, it was more like I'll call it vegetable soup than a gin, okay?
Right.
Only family, friend, and fools usually taste it. And after that, we start to improve the recipe. We start to visit other distilleries around Europe, because in Spain, this kind of...
Turning it into a business is another thing, isn't it? From just those early beginnings.
When we started, it was like a hobby, but with a target. But
because I guess the gin explosion kind of happened in Spain about 10 years ago, when it kind of became really popular. You couldn't go out for seeing people drinking gin.
There are a lot of brands, but sometimes there are not so distilleries than brands, because normally there are brands that a big distillery, industrial one, create for third party.
Yes. Okay.
So it's quite important then for you and your team that you produce only in small batches, the process?
Yeah, because this way we can control the quality from the beginning till the end, because we select the botanicals, we do the recipe, we control the maceration times, because in an artisanal way, you don't have always the time. Okay, we more or less know how much time the process.
And what is the process time for distilling gin then?
For us, it's around, we spend around a month to have a batch finished.
Okay. So it's quite quick then, isn't it?
Well, for industrial ones, perhaps in one day they have like 3,000 bottles.
Yeah,
so
true.
Depending
Yeah.
how you see that.
Yeah.
It's quick comparing with a whiskey.
Yes.
So you can, over 22 to 24 hours, that's how the distillation.
This is only the distillation process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And after that, it has to sit, or what happens?
Yeah. The process is, at the beginning we had to attend to maceration time. We push all the botanicals in a tank, and we leave, I don't know exactly the dates, because we have to control the infusion is finished. Then we put all together in the alembic. This is one of the main points to have a London dry gin. All the botanical has to be inside the alembic during the process.
Right.
Okay? After the process, we get the gin at around 80% of alcohol. This is the second point of the London dry gin. The finished gin has to be over 70. So we prefer have quality than quantity. So we take the heart of the distillation. Okay. And after that, we will rest some time, and when it's finished because when it starts to go out the distillation, it's not the final gin. It starts to go out depending on the botanicals, different flavors, and
Yeah.
And you have to leave everything get joined together.
Yes.
And have the final, the first final gin, 20 degrees.
The first final.
Yeah, because for me this is the best gin to 80 degrees. For me the taste of the gin is incredible, but it will be so difficult to sell.
I see.
But after that, when everything is finished there, we put again water to reduce the graduation of the alcohol to 43 degrees. That is our graduation. And again, leave rest to get the final gin.
Okay.
This is the third point of the London dry gin. You only can add water or alcohol and water, but we use the one shot style that only use water. For this is the small batch process and everything. We prefer quality than quantity, and for us is more difficult process. But we think that the result is worth it.
And each batch, when you make one, produces 500 bottles.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you're hands-on right from the beginning of the process, all the way through to the bottles. They're beautiful bottles.
They are
beautiful
stunning.
Labeling, and that's the whole. You're part of the whole process from beginning to end.
We do everything. We do everything. As I told you before, the name of the company was the Clandestilería because of the beginnings, and for the brand, we want to represent our beginnings and also the land that we are, la Valencian community. Mm-hmm. So it was concept difficult to join because the clandestinity is dark, is high, is cold, and Valencia, not today, but is sunny, is warm, is stay in the street with the people. So it was complicated. So investigating, we find the story of the Roders. They were like Valencian bandits. They live in the mountains in the surroundings. We have a distillery, and they act like Robin Hood. So
this is why you've named the gin Roders.
Yeah.
So, I like that. Valencian bandits.
Did they rob from the rich and give to the poor?
Like Robin Hood.
Obviously we take the romantic part of the story.
You can't give away the gin, I understand.
Now we take the name from them. So now we are the Roders of the Roders.
Wicked. I love that.
So taking profit of this concept, we customize the bottle, simulating, for example, we put this piece of leather, simulating the canting floor that I used to have in the...
Yeah.
Also, the labeling had this shape because it seems like the bandana they cover the face. I don't know. You can see the motifs I put in the camera.
We are filming at the same time.
So I don't know which camera.
I'll hold this one up. It's the same as well.
You can see the motifs there. You can see these are not random. They're reference to be a drop, and inside is the sea and the sail of the boat. So referencing to the Mediterranean Sea. You know?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Also, we put
You've got the almonds up there, yeah?
Yeah, the bitter almonds and the cantueso flower. And we do everything handmade. We put the leather, we cut, we put here, we put the labeling. And also, we numbering one by one, okay, by hand.
Oh, wow.
And when, as you can see, the beginning it was like as I told you, alcoholic vegetable soup, and nowadays it's a awarding gin.
Yes,
the presentation is fantastic.
They're like little bandits, aren't they? These bottles, they look like little bandits.
And the story behind it, which builds up the whole product, is incredible. You mentioned award-winning, a multi-award-winning, lots of different awards for your gins all around the world as well. Yeah. In America, the UK, here in Spain, of course, as well. And that's quite prestigious. And I guess it's quite Hong Kong as well. That's quite a difficult thing, isn't it, to have award-winning gins, silver medals, bronze medals across the world. That's a great achievement, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not good only because I say so. If we have this support behind us to represent the quality what we sell.
That's incredible. So how long have you actually been making gin, if we go back to the days in the woods?
Well, when we start in 2017.
Okay.
Wow.
So we stay like 2 years there. And when we decide to start with the company, it's ends of 2019. And when we ran the building and everything, started the pandemic.
So everyone just stayed in the forest garage drinking gin. Yeah, sounds like our dream, Carl.
2 years after we have...
Were you able to be productive at all in those 2 years?
No.
Nothing?
No, because of the permits. It's so hard to have this kind of permits because it's not the same permits like a mechanical workshop or shoe shop or whatever.
So not essential service. Well, some of us would have thought it was essential during lockdown, but if we take off, we can take 2 years out of that, 2017 to now.
Yeah, it was a lot of things. The pandemic thing, of course, delay everything, and also the permits, because the complexity, because the control of the customs, the authorities of the taxes, because of the alcohol, is incredible. So you have, for example, you want to start a business, you ask for the permits, but you can start the business.
No.
For us, no. You have to get all the permits and then ask for the final permit, the custom one.
To allow you to make.
Exactly.
So explain the types of gin that you have with us, that you brought
I'm
today.
going to hold this one up for the camera.
Well, this is the main one when we start everything. It's a gin that even is a kind of London classic. The different botanicals that we use give disruptive flavors that is not usually to find in the gins. It's a gin that is a cocktail itself.
Let's try this one first then, I think. Yeah?
You can drink this straight without problems. And based in that, we have created 2 versions of this because we differentiate ourselves because of the quality and the singularity and the exclusivity, you know. We start in small batches, 500 bottles, and we create 2 versions of this age. But the thing is, we broke the rules to the aging process. Instead to put the gin in a cask, we put the cask in a gin, inside the gin.
Okay, explain that one, because
normally
you would put the product inside a cask, for instance.
Yeah, normally
yes?
you put
and you've turned that around.
Exactly. We use this method that help us to have the cask inside the bottle.
All right, so if you're not looking at the films that we're making at the moment, the actual wood comes down from the top into the bottle.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we've got which is the one you've got there?
Yeah,
that's the French oak aged, and the other type is the American oak aged gin. And you said they're similar to whiskey and bourbon in taste. They've got similar.
When we start this project of aged gins, we have a different kind of woods and everything, and we start to taste it right to this both, because initially we only had one aged gin, but we arrive this both gin and we can decide. So we decide to get both to the market.
Market both, yeah. And are they that dramatically different in taste? Yeah.
Well, it's different. It's because are 2 different products. So. The thing is, we pass through the 500 bottles of the main one to the unique bottle concept, because even if the same kind of wood, it's a different piece of wood. So you have the palate trainee, you can feel the difference between 2 bottles. But for the normal people, the way to feel the difference between 2 bottles is the color. Depending on the kind of wood, it has a range of color that they can get. So, for example, the French one is like amber, more dark or more clear, and the American one is more like all gold color.
Oh, yes.
Same way. And yes, the French one reminds you like a whiskey a little bit. And
so the notes.
Yeah, exactly. And the American one reminds you like a bourbon. Okay.
I've never seen this process before, where the actual wood is attached to the top of the or rather the bottom of the top, and then goes down into the drink, and that's
and in Spain we are the only one that we use it.
Right. Okay. See, there you go. It's amazing.
So you're going to make us one of the London Dry, the original gin, and I was asking you off air what glass you use and what I call them garnish, because there's so much that people put in gin these
botanicals.
days. Well, not just botanicals, but people even put sweets in them, don't they? And flowers and all sorts. You end up with like a gin cocktail with all sorts.
But I guess if you're talking about finely produced gin in the way that we are, you probably don't need a lot of that.
Yeah, for us it's totally necessary to put anything, because it's, as I said,
you've done all of the process to make it the best product possible.
All this kind of thing is during the process.
It's already in it.
So you don't have to add anything. The thing is, sometimes people, for example, in the cocktail bar, they had to have a presentation for the customers. So
are we drinking it straight? Are we?
Yeah, we are try straight.
Okay.
But, please don't move it.
Thank you.
Don't move it.
Okay.
take it and just
And is it
smell it
is it
without
so
moving.
a little bit? Oh wow!
Okay.
Smells. That does it. It smells nice. It smells strong.
This is a gin that we call light gin, a light gin, because when it starts to interact with the oxygen in the air, it starts to go out all the flavors and all the smell.
So there's none of this swilling the glass like wine.
Now move like a wine.
Yeah.
Then. And you can see also the, I don't know who say English, but in Spanish the chair.
Yeah.
This is because the
it's got legs, I think we'd say.
The legs, yeah. Perhaps.
Wow.
This is the drop of the essential oils that do the botanicals.
Mm-hmm.
This makes the feel that it is made with natural things. There are industrial gins that put some chemicals to seem like a natural gin. So,
and you wouldn't get that.
But we have the support that we do visits to the distillery and people could see in the first hand how we do, what we do, and the reason why we do everything. And now, after drink, please smell it. You can feel the change of the smell because has interact with the oxygen.
Yeah, you can.
Has changed.
Wow.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
And now, after drink, okay. I don't
know if I need to drink it.
The way is smell, put a little bit in the mouth with the tongue, move around all the palate, and then the rest, drop it.
Crikey.
You can really taste around your tongue the different flavors, different notes. Oh, it's beautiful. It doesn't need anything else.
No, it doesn't.
You can feel the warmth.
It's definitely medicinal.
But don't burn. You know,
it doesn't burn at all.
No.
That goes down so well.
And now the retro taste. I don't know. It's the
Did you say this one was like good for indigestion as well? You were saying off there. Yeah.
It's good for the digestion.
That's fabulous, isn't it? Well, we may have drunk gin before, but it was not like this, was it?
Ooh. Happy birthday to me.
I was going to say, this is a birthday you'll remember, isn't it?
That is wonderful. That is really nice. Really good.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That is fantastic.
Yeah, it honestly is, listeners.
So this is the... So this is the one, the first one you were talking about before we started talking about the French oak wood and the American oak wood, where the wood is actually going into the bottle from the lid. So this is your main your main product,
the base product, I guess. Yeah.
Exactly.
If you're liking what you're hearing, you can actually visit Clandestileria. Let me put my teeth back in.
I knew you'd have a problem once we've had some
after
gin.
a gin, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a Mediterranean craft distillery just south of Gandia. Where exactly are you based, Álvaro?
In Beniflà.
Okay.
Beniflà is 5 minutes from Gandia.
So grab a group of friends, head over to the website and book yourself in for a tour.
I like this because you call it the transparency and guided tours, where you show people exactly everything that you do, the whole part of the process.
Exactly. We are honest with the people because it's one of the case of the product. We do what we say that we do. So there are products in the market that they use a lot of marketing or branding or packaging, but the inside is just not real, that they say.
So this way,
for us, it's important that people know what we do, and if they can do it in the first person, it's better for us.
There'll be a lot of people listening that want to eat, drink, and shop local and support local producers and businesses like yours. So it's really important that we give these guys our support, because it is a wonderful product. I'm absolutely blown away, as Cal is.
And these gins are available at a number of local stores as well. Certainly in Javier at Casa del Vino, they sell your products. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Perhaps not all of them, but the main one, yes, and the other we are working on
a number of other and a number of other stores up and down the Costa Blanca, of course, and also available online. Yes.
Yeah, of course, online.
So
we can
the website.
Clandestileria. gin.com. It's all going to be on our Facebook page and on the YouTube channel. So forgive my mumblings after one gin.
There are pictures of Rosie struggling, yes.
I'm not.
You tell us that we've not got a lot of time, Álvaro, but I'd like to know about this new seasonal approach to making gin. This is the first seasonal product that you've made.
Yeah, the thing is, as I told you, we distinguish ourselves quality, exclusivity, and even luxury. So we create a seasonal gin. The thing is, the concept gin of this gin is we produce this gin using the main botanical in the season of the year that is fresh to consume. And then when we finish this season, we can produce till next year. So there are all
any particular times of the year you can make this particular gin.
Limited editions, always. And you don't know if the next year you
be able to reproduce it
again.
So some may become collector's editions.
So why the you mentioned luxury? A black truffle gin.
I'm going to show
I mean, that is some kind of luxury, isn't it?
Exactly. Instead to start with pears or apple, we start with fresh black truffle, real fresh black truffle. So this is the luxury of the gin. This is not common use of the truffle. Yeah. So it's a herbal gin that has at the end the black truffle. That's it in the nose and helps you. It's easy to drink. It's so clear, easy to drink, and also you can drink straight or with tonic.
And if this is a gang, this is like the Tony Montana. This is the main guy, isn't it? Look at that.
for this season, we only produced 606 bottles of this.
Oh, wow.
So it's the exclusivity as well that I like.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, if you're looking for a gift for anyone, I mean, it's a super present, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just because it's your birthday.
I wasn't dropping any hints. I like that one. We're going to quickly try this one, aren't we, Álvaro? Yeah. The French oak aged gin.
All right.
So this is the one that Cal was describing, which actually has...
The oak.
The oak.
The wood is attached to the underneath of the top of the bottle and goes down into the bottle.
Yes.
A little bit like a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah. And I guess if you leave it it just gets even oakier,
I love the concept.
The funny way is the way to serve it because...
okay.
You have, for example...
Wow, okay. So you pour it over it.
Exactly. I always say the same. It's not necessary, but it's part of the show.
And if you're having a dinner party, I imagine this would be amazing to have.
Indeed, it would.
It's just the spectacle of serving it and drinking it, both very enjoyable.
Yeah, this gin is especially to take it straight. You always can mix whatever you like it, but
so you've not served this in a big glass. This isn't in a shot glass. Is there a particular reason for that? Or?
This is because I don't want to mix the flavor with the other glass.
Okay, but it's not. It can be drunk as we did the other one.
Exactly. For these gins, for example, is I don't know the name. The glass that is
like a shot glass.
Like a whiskey glass.
Like a whiskey glass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you just drink this straight, yeah?
Exactly.
There's no swilling or sniffing, or?
Yeah. Same way. Sniffing and then put a little bit in the mouth and move around.
Wow.
Oh, crikey,
I said to you earlier, how much of a difference does it make?
Wow. It makes
and that's an incredible...
difference. Sorry.
Again, it's difficult to describe because there are so many different flavours that are around the tongue. And it really is, you're right.
It's very...
It does have that oaky, really oaky
very
taste.
Much so.
This kind of gins is, I like to introduce for the people like is whiskey lovers because always... when we have a visit or whatever, no, I'm a whiskey lover. But try this. and then explode the head. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's just an explosion in the palate.
Yeah, because
I wish we had more time to talk more about this, but we probably will do this again at some point. But thank you very much for your time today.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And we've learnt so much as well. And what a fantastic product! And the way it's put together, the time and the effort that's gone into producing every single aspect is incredible.
That website again, Cal, Clandestilería.com. We'll have it all over the BayRadio socials. So honestly, go and check them out. Book your guided tour. Order a bottle, and you won't be disappointed. Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's a wonderful, wonderful product. Well done, you.
And can we say many congratulations and all the best for your new arrival, because we know that your family are expecting a little one
so
momentarily, because we weren't sure if we were going to make today or not if it happened. So, but
there's
all the very best.
There's another Rodair on the way.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much.